Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Balance by riffclown. And I also have two bonus puzzles for you. This is similar to when I did the 100th Sudoku adventure. I made 3 puzzles that were similar and increasing in difficulty. So riffclown has done something similar here. So we have 3 puzzles here. We have Balance, which is the official Sudoku adventure puzzle. You're welcome to only do this one if you don't want a challenge or just don't have time for it. Chimney Sweep. You can notice that the lines are in the same place. The givens are different, but the lines are in the same place. Chimney Sweep is the second puzzle. Told not too bad, but more difficult. And then Incremental uses Ren bands in the same places. Notice they're all in the same spot. And this one I'm told is basically boss level. This one's very difficult. So I'm going to go through all 3 of them. So don't be scared at the length of the video. I'm told Balance is quite approachable. So yeah, you can check the description for a link to all 3. Take on whichever ones you feel like doing today. It is a 3-day weekend in the US at least, so maybe you have some extra time. All right, so I guess I should go over the rules first. So let's go over the rules for each puzzle right up front, and then I'll get started on these. So for Balance, we have thermometers. So digits on a thermometer must increase from the bulb end. So let's use a shorter one as an example. If this is a 1, this could be 3, 5, 6, right? They just have to get bigger. They can't repeat and they can't get smaller. So that's thermos. The blue lines here are region sum lines. So what you do is you split them up by which box they're in, which are also called regions. That's why it's region sum line. So here I've colored this line as it goes through different boxes, and the sum of the colors are all the same. So if this was, say, I don't know, 1 and 4, that adds to 5. This would be a 5 because it's just a single cell. This could be 2, 3. So the sum is identical. The green cells add to the same as the purple cells, add to the same as the yellow cells. Now, on a different line, the sum may be different, but within the line, within each box, the sum is the same. So that's region sum lines. And then finally, incremental, we have Ren bands. So Ren bands, digits can't repeat on a Ren band, and they have to form a consecutive set of digits. So say 2, 3, 4, 5 is a consecutive set of digits. So I could do 5, 3, 2, 4. That would be one way to fill this. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 in some order on this Ren band. That fulfills the Ren band. What we can't do is a 6 here with these numbers. Because with a 6, we have 2, 3, 4, 6. That is not a consecutive set of digits. There's a gap between the 4 and 6. All right, and again, this one's very difficult, I'm told. So I'm going to go back to Balance here. I'm going to restart again, and let's see how I do. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 long, so we can just immediately just pencil mark this. 1, 2, 2, 3. This can't be a 2, so actually we just have to use a 3 here, and this is going to go 4, 5, 6. I suspected this would happen. Here we can pencil this too. 1, 2, 2, 3. This can't be 3, so this has to be 4, 5, 6. This is where the 1 goes. Okay, so the 6 in this box goes here, which means the 6 is here. Maybe I will pencil this one. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, but it can't be 3 or 4. So this has to be 5 and 6. That's 4. So that places this 6 here, by the way, which I should have noticed. This 6 does. And we can do the same thing here. This has to be 1, 2, 3, can't be a 2, 2, 3, 4, can't be a 4. Okay, so we need a 1, 2, and 5 in this row. This can't be 1 or 2, so that's going to be 5, 6. This is going to be the other 1, 2. This is a 1, 2 pair, putting a 3 here. This is a 1, 2 pair. I think it should just be Sudoku at this point. We used all the thermos. Actually, this can't be a 3 because that can't be a 4. So we're going to place this 1. That gives us the 2 and the 1 and the 3. That gives us the 2. So never mind about the thermos. We still need to use them. This can't be... Oh, this can be a 3. We can do 3, 4. Okay. This is a 6. Let's now do Sudoku. I need a 1 in this column. This 1 takes it out of here, so the 1 can only go there. This is 2 and 1. This is 3 or 4. We need 3 and 5 here. And this can't be a 5 because it's in the box. So that's 3, that's 5. Okay, so 2, 4, 5. So this is the 4 and the 2. 6, 1, 3. So this is the 3. That's a 3. I need a 2 down here. This is a 4, that's a 4, this is a 5, and this is a 1. And sure enough, that took almost no time. 2 minutes. Very cool. So feel free to stop there if you want, but or just continue watching. But we do have 2 bonus puzzles again. So let's do those. I'm going to do Chimney Sweep here. We already went over the rules. These are region sum lines. So I'm going to hit restart and get started right away. So this is a 1, 2, 3 triple, and actually it can't even be fully 1, 2, 3 there. This is a 4, 5, 6. So I am wondering about this. This can't be a 6 because then this would have to be bigger than 6, and it can't be. So this is a 5, 1, 6. Nice and clean there. And that's just because we had a single digit sum involved here. So we know the sum is 6. These two add to 6. So they're either 1, 5 or 2, 4. So the 1, 5 has to go this way. 2, 4 could go either way. This is a pair 2 and 3. So these add to either 8 or 9. And this doesn't have a 6 on it. So if it were 9, it would have to be 4, 5 this way, because this can't be 5. Because it couldn't be 3, 6. And if it were 8, we could do 3, 5 like this. Or we could do, we can't do 4, 4. We can't do 2, 6. So it's always 3, 5 or 4, 5. Let me just double check 8. We can't do 1, 7. 2, 6 can't do. 3, 5 can't do 4, 4. Okay, yeah. So this is a 5. That's fun. That means one of these is a 5. All right, we probably have to think about this line now. This is at least a 4, which means these add to at least 5. But they can't be 5 because the 5's over here. It sees a 5. So this has to be a 6. So our sum is 6 here as well. So actually we can do a little math here if we want before we place more digits. And I do want. Well, we can't quite do the math, but we can do some math. These add to 12, right? These add to 6 because it's the region sum line. With another 6, that's 12. And with a 5, that is 17. We know a whole box adds to 21 because 1 through 6 is 21. We also know it has to involve a 3 because we can't do 3 plus 3 is 6. So again, these add to 12 plus 5 is 17. We need to get to 21. So we need 4 more. So this has to be 3 and 1. Okay, so that's fun. I like using that. Nice clean way to think about it. And that obviously gives us a 2, 4 pair here. We probably were already restricted to 2, 4 there, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, without the 5, we could have only been 2, 4. But I think it's fun to show that you can use math for these things sometimes when it's not always immediately clear how it resolves. This is a 1, 3 pair, and we know the order. That's a 2, 1 and 3. Okay, let's do as much Sudoku as we can before we try to resolve these. Well, this can be resolved. That's a 5. This is a 4, 6 pair. Can we be 8 here? We certainly can be. Can we be 6 here? We cannot be 6, so we are 8. So that's the 5. Yeah, and that 6 is fulfilled. There were probably several ways to finish this up, but this is how I chose to do it. 4, 5, and 6 go here, and then 1, 2, 3 go like that. Nice. So that wasn't too bad. I think that was very approachable as well. Could have been an adventure. All right, well, let's move on and do incremental as well. Okay, so these are renbands, just to remind, consecutive digits, but in any order. I'm going to hit restart. Okay, so the thing about a 5-cell renban is it can only be missing the 1 or the 6, if you think about it, right? Because it's going to have 5 consecutive digits, which is going to be either 1 through 5 or 2 through 6. So it's missing the 1 or the 6. So that might be important to think about. Same with this one. This one's only missing the 1 or the 6. So it must have 2, 3, 4, and 5 on it. We can also think about geometry because these 2 cells can't go here, right? So these 2 cells end up over here, along with the missing 1, 6, which isn't on the renban. So if I wanted to, I could give these a green color, and I could say these are green plus the 1, 6 that's missing, but I'm not sure how helpful that is. Let's fill this triple. Maybe that'll help. 1, 3, 6 go here. So this is 1, 3, And then this is 2, 4, 5. Maybe this 1, 3 pair is helpful. One of these has a 1 on it. If this was a 1, then this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Which seems okay. The 4 doesn't go here, but that's not a problem. All right, let's think about this some more. Maybe this cell is interesting. This cell needs to go in this box somewhere, and it can't be in the same column, and it can't be on the same ren band. So this cell goes somewhere on this 5-cell ren band, which isn't all that interesting, but it means it doesn't go in any of the, so it doesn't go, so it needs to go in this box somewhere, and it doesn't go on this ren band here. So it goes here, which means that it, again, needs to go on this ren band. So it's on both ren bands. So I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. It is not a 6. Okay, so it's not 1, 4, or 6. So it is only 2, 3, or 5. 3 would put it here. There's definitely something to this. This seems intentional. Okay, so this column is going to need a green. And it can't repeat on this ren band or this ren band, so it's going to be down here. And this column's going to need a green. I guess these just look up, right? So it's up here. Same thing here. These just looked down. So it can't be 2, because it's one of these two. Not a 2. So it's 3 or 5. If it's a 3, it goes here and here. If it's a 5, it goes here and here. I feel like that isn't enough. I'm missing something still. So if this is a 1, then it's not green, which makes that a 5. So we'd have 1 and 5. That's fine. So it'd be 1, 5, and then 2, 3, 4 here, and a 5 here. We'd have 2, 3, 4, 5, along with 1 and 6. This would be 3, 4. I think that works out. I don't really want to look ahead more than that, in my head at least. So maybe 3 is a problem? If that's a 3, this could be anything. Okay, if this were a 5, we couldn't put a 1 on this line. Is that interesting? I'm just exploring. Already can't put a 1 up here, but this wouldn't be able to be 1. So we'd need a 1 somewhere in this column. It would be here or here. Now if this was a 3, this would be 3. And this would be 3. These would all be 3s. Not really seeing it. Okay, if green was 1, no, green can't be 1, so we're not thinking about that. The problem is green being on both ren bands was going to be true anyway. We know where it goes more. We know more about where it goes, but like the ren band was always going to have a 3 and a 5 on it. It's only missing 1, 6, which we pointed out at the start. Okay, well, this is a little simpler. This ren band needs a 2 on it. This 2 sees these 3, so it's the 2 is going to go in one of these 2. And that places a 2 here because our green can't be 2. That's good. This can't have a 2 on it, which means it can't have a 3, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if it had a 3, it would go... Okay, so I think this can't have a 1 on it, right? It can't have 1 on it anymore because the 2 sees the whole thing. So it is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just put 3, 4, 5, 6 here and clean it up. This is a 3, 4, 6 triple on the Renban, which does that's huge. That makes this a 5. We need a 5 here. And none of these can be 5 because of this 5 seeing it. There we go. So green is 5. There's a 5 here. There's a 5 here. This is green. That's a 5. That's 2. That's 4. Very nice. I don't need green anymore. Okay, that was the breakthrough, I think. Combination of what we did there. We need a 1 in this column. That goes here. Okay, where does this leave us? Okay, that was a lot, but okay, I need to find out what to do next. So we need 2, 3, and 6 here. That's not a 2. So we have a 3, 6 pair here, so that's a 2. So if this was a 1, then we'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be a 3, 4 pair. If this was a 3, we'd be 2, 3, 5. We could be 1 and 4, or so there's always a 4 here. We'd be 1 and 4 or 6 and 4. I think that's just what's left for the row though, which is really unfortunate. Okay, how about this Renban? There's no way we're putting 1 on it because there's no 2 on it. So this is 3 and 6. That's very helpful because now we know that this is a 3, 4 pair. So that's the 1. And sure enough, as I said, we end up with the 1 and the 5 and the 6. Right? We end up with these 2 cells plus whatever's missing on this Renban. Of course, it was going to be true, but it's always nice to see it happen. There's a 6 up here. Okay, we need a 1 up here. That goes here. There's a 1 on this Renban now, which means there's not a 6 on it. So in this column, we need a 6. That goes there. Okay. So let's put 2, 3, 4, 5 on here and clean it up. So that's the 2. None of these are 2. That's not 4 and 5. Okay. 3, 4 pair. So this is going to be 2 and 6. We know the order. Okay, we can place the 6 here now. Okay, this is 5 and something. 1 and 5. We know the order. So this 1. Okay, this is finishing. Very nice. And this is a 3. All right, 8 minutes. Honestly, not too bad. It was definitely intricate though, and I think you had to see the geometry. You had to see the geometry of the green that I had earlier, where these 5s all go. The 5 here, and then forcing it like this. Let's re-green those. You can see 5 ended up in those spots. Basically, when this could be a 2, that was huge. That was the big breakthrough, which I didn't see for a while because what I wasn't seeing, which I probably should have seen first, is this 2 looking into here, forcing a 2 here, which forced a 2 over here. And with this not being able to be 2, that placed a 2 here, which then eliminated 2 from this whole thing and finished it. So yeah, because it couldn't have a 5 on it. So that made green 5. That is super cool. I really like that idea, riffclown. I definitely think the puzzle isn't that bad. But yeah, I understand why you warned against making that a regular adventure puzzle. So let me know how you felt about these puzzles. I quite enjoyed all of them. They were all interesting. So thank you, riffclown. And of course, if you enjoyed this content and you've been enjoying the Sudoku Adventure content, why not leave a like, subscribe, kind comment below, and why not share it with a friend who you might want to get into Sudoku. And I'll see you next time.